Oh, hell no. No, we got real broke people out here. We got real broke people. Can't get, not today.
Don't you think it's so cute how men want a model, a maid, a mother, and a therapist all in one? But God forbid we want a man with money.
Wrong and ignorant, but science can help you learn more. I'm Max Butterfield, Dr. Max Butterfield. I study this kind of thing for a living. 3 science-backed facts you should know. Number 1, men want someone who will be kind to them. They want somebody to be nice, like a normal human being. That seems fair. Number 2, they want somebody who is physically attractive. Again, reasonable and fair. And number 3, they want somebody who's attracted to them. Normal, reasonable, fair.
So all I have to say is sometimes girls' nights will ruin your relationship.
Honestly, a girls' night out is literally just never a girls' night out.
It's never. Unfortunately, as much as we say it's a girls' night out, it's gonna end up in some deep
Chaos.
Don't let your girls go out.
A lot of these ladies like to act like men are crazy, like men don't know what's going on. Oh, the reason y'all don't want to let us go out is because y'all have an insecurity about y'all. Y'all know how men are. No, 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 and also no. Y'all keep on trying to blame it solely on men. Men know what y'all are up to out there. And she just confirmed it. Y'all are out there doing the wrong thing. And when a man sets a boundary, then y'all want to call him controlling.
This question is for the men. Why are you so dramatic? So dramatic when we ask to do a simple task around the house. This goes out to the husbands. Men, husbands. I asked my husband, can you sweep and mop? Please. I'll do the bathrooms. He said, no problem. I was like speechless. He didn't fight me on it. 4 days later, this shows up.
This is just like a man, and I don't mean that in any sort of negative tone. I mean that in a very good tone. Because men are logical thinkers, and they're really good at coming up with good solutions. So honestly, I don't see any drama going on here. I just see a whole lot of logical thinking from a very smart man that likes to work smarter, not harder.
And somehow he did something wrong. See, what these modern women like to do is they like to do stuff the long way. And when a man finds a more efficient route, they want him to do it hard because they think that they're doing it hard. Well, I loaded the dishwasher. I unloaded the dishwasher. Takes like 10 minutes, if that. I loaded and unloaded the washer and the dryer. Again, another 10 minutes. So we're working with 20 minutes of work. Get over yourself. You could do the same thing too. Sit down. Delete that video.
What's your expectation?
Princess treatment.
Princess treatment.
Yeah, I'm not too hard to deal with.
All right.
Like I said, the frequent dates, going out to eat, the romantic surprises, occasionally like the flowers, you know, like making sure everything is good in the house, like if I need anything.
Sure.
Not too much.
Question for you on that. So if that's what's expected of the guy, what's expected of you?
Oh. I don't know. I never I don't know.
Who should pay on the first date?
Okay, simple answer. The person who asked the person on a date.
Okay.
That's, I think, the go-to. If ever in doubt, that's the answer.
I do think, like, men should pay on the first date.
Okay.
I think the woman has done enough, you know? She got ready. She, like, fought through life. She's sitting.
Fought through life is crazy. This is what I'm talking about. They act like they're the only ones going through stuff. Get over yourself.
Fired. Well, that sucks. I do work like 5 jobs though, so I guess we can scratch that one right off.
Part 2 of I've lost my 3rd job in the past 4 months. So I got fired today, and I was explaining that I lost it because of TikTok.
But I just got fired because of that video of Big Lotto's challenge. Yay. I'm glad I put 6 years in a company that would fire me in literally a day.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
A day of posting one video that harms nobody, that everybody was actually literally rooting for and happy about, but whatever, smart decision, smart move, you know? And then they put me on, it's called like an EFR list or something. Basically, I could never get rehired again. They will never rehire me again. Okay, thanks, 16 to 22, thanks, all the shit I deal with, thanks.
Everybody was happy but the employer, which is who you work for. They don't pay your bills, the employer does. Take some accountability.
Gender pay gap, bring it back. Gender pay gap, bring it back. It's giving millennial cool. It's giving Gen Z boss enemy. Itty bitty cheese in a ball. Itty bitty cheese in a ball. 5'3" and an attitude. 5'3" and an attitude.
Like, I don't care if I get fired because of this. There's no way I would. But like, if any of my managers are watching this, keep scrolling. There's a few things that like different customers have said to me that have made me think like, girl, you're at a Chili's. 1, lemon in your water. This is a Chili's. It's not gonna make the water better and it's not gonna make the cup clean. 2, you want your steak butterflied? Am I saying that right? I don't know what that is. You're at a Chili's. I'm gonna tell them what to do. They're not gonna do it. And while we're at it, 3, I'm asking you how you want your steak cooked. It doesn't matter. It's a nicety. This is me being polite. You're gonna get what you get. It will either be bleeding or overdone. Like, just, why are you getting a steak here? 3, you're telling me the bathroom's dirty? What isn't? This is a Chili's. So many times a day, I just want to say, hey, you're at Chili's. Hey, guess where you are? You're at Chili's.
A few moments later.
I got fired for it.
Oh my gosh.
And lifting it up.
Oh.
Voila.
Is it gonna work?
Of course it's
Is it
gonna
gonna
work.
turn on?
Now we're gonna open it.
Which
How
Hey, what you mean? I was about my mom. You about your mama? Yeah, you had a problem about the $70,000 car, so I found her this $15,000 cash, no payments on nothing.
You spent $15,000 of our money?
I told you I was gonna buy my mom a car.
You really spent $15,000? Did you ask me?
Yes. Remember, I told you at the table that I was gonna buy a $70,000 car, that she deserved it, and you got a little mad. So
No, this ain't no surprise. This ain't no surprise.
Would you rather me buy a $70,000 car?
No, your mama need to buy her own car.
No, that's what she got her son for. So take a look at it.
I'm not.
It need to be. They didn't clean it. They didn't clean it like I wanted them to.
But you knew that I wanted a Honda to drive on the weekends.
I got you a car.
I know, but
I got you 2 cars.
I've been telling you I wanted a Honda, and you went and got your mama one.
She needed this. It got little dits and dings here and there, but no payments, no nothing. I'm so happy. I can't wait to surprise
Your mama
her.
seemed like she's really happy on the bus. She was just telling me she met somebody on the bus.
How would you feel you rode the bus?
She likes it though. Don't take her out of her comfort zone when I've been
She don't
telling
like
you.
it. She's very appreciative. That's
But
why
I've
I'll
been
be trying
telling
to
you that I
instill in you
wanted
being
a
appreciative.
Honda.
You did not tell me you want a Honda. Stop lying.
Yeah.
Does it matter whether you wanted a Honda or a Porsche? You have 2 cars. He said, I'm not going to buy her, I thought he said like something like a $70,000 car. He bought her a $15,000 car. You guys clearly have it. Can you go back inside and maybe eat a snack or something? I think you'll be okay. Maybe you're just hungry.
Sarcasm is a red flag.
And the people who don't like or understand sarcasm are some of the most intelligent, well-adjusted people I hope to run into at a store and make small talk with.
is exactly how a man's mind works. Cleaning, paint, home decor, light bulbs, lighting, electrical. Like it's literally like, because guys' minds are compartmental. And women's minds are like flowing, so.
No, not even close. Those are the categories. If I need something to clean my floor, I look up, I see cleaning, go to the cleaning section. Oh shoot, My light bulb went out. Look up, light bulb. I know it's gonna be over there. Uh-oh, laid a big Duke. That was TMI. Plumbing, I'm there. Plungers, my way. They're categories. We're not compartmentalizing, we're just common sense.
Whoever started the independent women movement, like, take it back. Or take me off the list. Because that whole I don't need a man thing is so confusing. Because it's like, what do you need then? A bunch of women? Women need men.
The funny thing about this is that men have been saying this for a long, long time. But modern women, I don't know, maybe they've been reading a book, watching TV, maybe they got some bad steak, not sure. But whatever it is, it's altered their brain chemistry to think that they can do anything and everything without a man while sitting in a structure that a man built.
And don't cheat and have a low body count and are supportive and don't gaslight their boyfriends and aren't addicted to wearing makeup and participate in things like cooking and cleaning. That's not special. That is just the bare minimum to be a woman in 2025.
You want to know why he's not texting you right now?
When his girlfriend sees this, she is gonna flip.
Women are all like, he better accept me as I am. And then they turn to the guy and they're like, you need therapy, you need to make more money, and you better level up. Girl, get in line for cat adoptions.
I've been married.
Yeah.
And a quote-unquote housewife, where he did everything financially. I hated that shit.
Why?
Because I'm not not saying that I'm not going to clean and cook, but that's not what the fuck I want to do. Like, that's not what makes me happy. So, yeah, if you at home and staying at home with the kids, that's what makes you happy, then all for it. But me, no, I want to go out there. I want to work. I want to hustle. I want to see how much, I can bring in. Let me see. If my make $200K a year, I want to match. Like, you gotta meet me. Like, let me come where you at, or bring me to where you're at. Like, how can I be where my neck?
My wife don't believe that I can't jump.
I do. That's why I'm recording it. I want the world to believe you too. So when you say it,
oh my knees.
it went exactly how I thought it was gonna go.
It might be time to retire, champ. You didn't have a good run.
I'm trying. Because if I don't fight, I'm about to be on medication again. How is that? It was kind of fine. Anyway.
Expecting your boyfriend to pay for all of your travels is not only unrealistic, but it's also extremely inconsiderate to somebody else's budget. I talked about my dating preferences when it comes to money a lot on my channel, as in, like, going on a date, if we're sitting down at a table, like, my boyfriend will always pay. Like, I'm not paying for a dinner date. But outside of that, we do a lot of things 50-50, and I don't mean 50-50 by, like, we split everything down the middle and Venmo request each other. We've never once Venmo requested each other, but we're just, like, considerate of each other's budgets, and we each pay for things, which, like, wild concept. I made this video about how we're taking a 2-week trip to Japan, and I booked all of the hotels on credit card points except $600 worth of hotels. I paid the $605 for the hotels because my boyfriend, he's a pilot, which means that we get to fly standby, which is literally the only reason why this trip is possible for either of our budgets. He has to pay all of the taxes and fees, so all of the taxes and fees round trip are going to be like $900. He paid $900 for the flights, I paid $600 for the hotel. We're not like splitting the difference and Venmoing each other. We're just going to figure it out on the trip, and like, he'll pay for things, I'll pay for things. But every single time we're together and I post a spending breakdown, like, for example, he was at my apartment a couple months ago and I said I spent $200 on groceries, someone comments on the video, it never fails, and says, like, why is your boyfriend not paying for that?
I do not like it when men act like I have to hate them. I don't hate you, I want you. But why are we playing this game? You guys are all about, like, oh, we want to see the vulnerable side of you. We want you to want us until we actually do it. And then we're like, not, you don't want us anymore. Yeah. You men love it. You love it when we hate you. You love it when it's so hard to get. But it's so hard to hate you when we want you. Like, what do you mean? Literally wanting to hang out with you, asking you to hang out, telling you that you're so hot, and then it's just like silent. And then I just like delete everything because I'm just like, ew. And then all of a sudden it's like, where are you? Why aren't you texting me? Oh yeah, like you're gone.
How long did it take him to get there? How long did he have to ask to hang out with you? 10, 15, 20 times? Before you finally said yes? Why would a man want to be bothered with that? You guys are leaving out context clues. I would love it if you say, no, you were wrong about that. We actually linked up. I told him I wanted to hang out relatively quickly. I didn't make him wait a week before responding to him. He wasn't talking to himself in my DMs. I hit him up and said, hey, how's it going? As soon as he said, how you doing? My name is so-and-so. You set a date and he just left me there. He didn't even show up. Why do guys do that? But a lot of times for a lot of these women, it's actually, well, I left him in there for about 3 months, literally. And I finally decided when I got bored, hey, why not? I'm not doing anything. I'll let him take me out. And now that's when he's playing games.
5 minutes from the crib. She texts you. She's like, hey, babe, you know, it's real late. I'm super tired. I'm just going to go crash at my bestie's house. Her bestie's a boy. But that's her brother, though. Strictly platonic.
What time do he pull up to come grab the rest of your things?
For real.
Are you about to do what?
No, but it's platonic. Like, that's her brother. It's no feelings.
That's not a thing.
It is. That's her brother.
What time do he got like a U-Haul or a Ram truck? You want to back up to the house?
No, she's look, you 45 minutes. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. You probably got something to do in the morning. I don't want to disturb you, so I'm just going to crash at his place.
That's where you stay now.
That's cool. Whoa.
That's where you stay now.
That's crazy. You're supposed to have trust in your relationship.
What do you mean you about to spend the night at another man's house?
You're supposed to have trust in your relationship. Wait, that's her brother. She's known him longer than she's known you.
I'm tossing and turning all night, baby.
That's crazy.
I don't know what y'all doing.
That's her brother. No, you can't do that.
I don't believe in that.
Wow.
So this a straight man, right?
This is modern women trying to make provision for the stuff that they actually want to do. What do you say? If she wanted to, she would. Why are you up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Why are you out and about at that point in time and the man's at the house? That's irresponsible is what that is. Y'all get mad when a man is out here playing golf or fishing or hunting and he's out for too long. Oh, I let him have his 2 hours. He needs to get back here. You, I'm assuming, went out, let's say you went out at 10, right? And then you go pregame, you go do whatever you want. You're hanging out with your friends. Y'all finally decide to go to the club right around, I don't know, 12. Who knows? I don't know. I don't go. But you decide to go around 12, maybe 1. That means you're in there for 3 hours, at least 3 hours. The club is probably closed at that point in time. Why are you still, as somebody who's in a relationship, why are you still out there? Especially when it's without your significant other. What are you doing? Besides acting a darn fool. And you want a man to understand, oh, well, I couldn't get home because it's just 45 minutes away. You knew it was a 45-minute drive. You knew you were going to have to go home. You could have made arrangements to stay in a hotel out there, to be honest with you. One of your girlfriends, if they stay out there, you could have made arrangements for that. But what a lot of these modern women like to do is make provisions for the stuff that they want to do. And then when a man does something similar, then all of a sudden it's over. He's sleeping with her. He's definitely banging. They're definitely banging. They're definitely together. That's his new girl. Oh yeah, there's something going on. Check that phone, girl. Check that phone. But here she is trying to plead her case.
I know it's different when a woman hooks up with a man versus a man going out and hooking up with a bunch of women just because, like, you know, going in of things. But yeah, my kid's dad did respond and said, no, he doesn't want to get back together after finding out that I've hooked up with one person since being with him. Mind you, I got with him at age 21. And while, again, that was like the response I was expecting, I'm, one, glad I was honest. And two, I think in his mind, that's what hurts, is that like, there was, like, I'm now tainted. But I think in my head, and I think most women, and I feel like, I don't know, most people in general would just agree that one person since being with him from the age of 21 to 28. One person. I don't think that's criminal. I think that hurts his ego a bit, but honesty is the best policy, guys. And you know what? That's just a sign. Because the other thing he would make me do is like probably get rid of TikTok. And come on, we're trying to get rich or die trying.
Maybe it does hurt his ego, but maybe also he might think you're lying. He might think that you've been with a few more people and you're just saying one. Because some of these ladies are bold-faced liars.
The trend where moms show a picture of themselves before they had a child, and then they show a picture of themselves after they've had that child. That's why I don't have kids. Amen. Because being child-free is a blessing. Being child-free is a blessing. Children literally suck the life out of their mother when you were like incubating it. They drain the life out of you. They drain the nutrients from your body. They drain your energy. You will never be the same once you have a child. They will be leeching off you for the rest of your life. I know that sounds so bad. Maybe God will change my heart in the future and make me want a child. But right now, in my youth, no. So I just want to thank all the mothers for posting that to just reaffirm to all the child-free people of our decision. Thank you.
And I wonder how a man feels when you have an attitude like this and he has to take care of you because you want to be a passenger princess. I think that's much worse because you have an adult here who's communicating, no, I'm not going to work. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to help in this partnership. I'm just going to be soft. I'm going to be in my soft girl era. I'm going to be strong, independent at times. I want you to give me an allowance though, but I want to go out here and make my own money and not give you any of it. And there's a back and forth. There's always a push and pull about you contributing to the household while it's understood and it's expected that a man's going to contribute to the household. A man's going to have to fulfill his responsibilities, but you sitting up here, thank you for that, sucking the life out of this man. But you won't say that though. Turn this camera off, drive home, make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, watch a couple episodes on Netflix, take a nap. You'll wake up and feel refreshed and you won't think this later on.
What's the worst financial decision you ever made in your life?
Having a stay-at-home girlfriend.
A stay-at-home girlfriend?
Yeah.
So you pay for everything?
Yes.
Okay, why do you say that?
Wasn't my wife. It was a girlfriend. So they can up and leave at any point they want to.
Is that what she did? Yeah. That's the thing about women, huh? Or not, you tell me.
It's not the thing about women, it's the thing about certain women, right?
About certain women, correct.
Certain women don't know what they want, and even if you provide everything that she may want, you just might not be the one for her.
Yeah. And then how that make you feel when she left?
It hurt, because at the end of the day, you're just thinking about all the money you spent, all the time you lost, and then it's like, damn, that wasn't even my wife.
Right.
I was just my partner.
Yeah, so looking back, retrospect, do you regret it?
I don't. I appreciate the love, but I do kind of wish I took somebody else to Europe with me.
Yeah. I feel that. All right.
Another day of men being livid at the fact that women in their 30s are not gagging for love so much that they are willing to settle for what they don't want. And it's so hilarious because I actually feel bad for men because it feels like all their lives they have been told that women expire. Yeah, once they hit their 30s, which in a way makes it seem that once women hit their 30s, you don't worry because that girl, that hot babe that you couldn't get when she was young and in her prime, she's gonna want you now because she is gagging for it. And what a lie. You don't need to understand that before women needed to partner up because if they didn't partner up, they wouldn't be able to have a house. They wouldn't have any money. They wouldn't be able to do anything for themselves. Times have changed. Women are out earning men in ways that are unbelievable. If I could be with a woman, I would. These women, I want them to look after me. I want them to look after me. The girls are making money. But you lot are expecting these women who have built beautiful lives for themselves to just settle with a guy who is earning less simply because he might be a good guy. There's more to life than just being a good guy. And also, it's the same for men. Like, you're not just going to be with a woman because she's a good woman.
You would not be with one of these women that you're talking about because y'all would get tired of each other. Y'all would go back and forth, and one of y'all would feel slighted because y'all would be trying to outdo each other. And then there's going to be one person that's going to miss a day. Then they're going to miss a week. Then they're going to miss a month. And you're going to feel like you're not getting the love and reciprocation that you wanted. Because both of y'all are going to be boss babes. And at first, y'all are going to be doing all of the things that y'all said y'all are going to do. But then, because you're so busy, it's going to slip your mind. And it's going to slip your mind again and again. And y'all are going to try to be supportive of each other. But somebody's going to start feeling like I'm not getting what I think that I should get out of the relationship. So I think that we should have a talk about it. And essentially what the talk is going to boil down to is, I want you to change and do what I want you to do. It's not going to be a compromise or a discussion about both of us trying to figure out what works for us. It's going to be, you need to change this. This is how I feel like I want to be loved now. Go according to what my emotions and what I want. End of story. No discussion. And that other person who might try to accommodate you might try to do that for a little while, but then they're going to slip up because they're humans and they make mistakes, right? They're doing their own thing, but they got to take care of you as if you're a little child. This is what men go through over and over again. Modern women, you see what happens in relationships, it's just my opinion here, is that men sit up here and they're a punching bag. Maybe not physically all the time, but they're a punching bag metaphorically for a woman. She doesn't want you to do certain things, or she wants you to do certain things, or maybe you can start doing this, or I don't feel like you love me like this, so start doing this. And she has you running around, and when you don't do it like she wants you to do it, and the first time you don't do it, or the first few times that you forget, and you have your own life and you're not doing it exactly to her specifications, then she starts insulting you. Oh, well, he doesn't, and making little passive aggressive comments towards what you're actually trying to do. And he did okay. He did as much as a man could do, and then starts going online and they start doing that, and they start embarrassing you in front of people, and they start reading the comments, and you're reading the comments and you're laughing along with people with your husband. So the husband is the butt of the joke. The husband is the one that's being disrespected. So anytime and every time you try to show your husband online, people are cackling and laughing at him. Oh, we're such a big happy family, after you just clowned him in front of thousands of people, literally hundreds of thousands of people. But this is the type of stuff that you want a man to accept. Like I said, see, y'all can push men around like that because society says if you do this to her, then we're going to do this to you. We're going to put you in jail. We're going to take your money. We're going to take your kids. We're going to take your career. And most of all, in order for you to understand we're not playing with you, we're going to take your mind. My mind, exactly. We're going to make you feel like you're less than. We're going to make you feel like you're nothing. We're going to make you feel like you can't recover. It's the end of it. So go ahead and do whatever you need to do. And however you end up, that's not our fault. And then after you're gone away from here, we're just going to say, oh man, he was in turmoil. There was a lot of things that he was going through. We really didn't want this to happen. We loved him. We love you, Randy. Oh, we love you, James. Oh, we love you, Terry. Oh, you will be missed forever in our hearts. Stupid. You did that. You did that because you just had to have it your way. And then that's when you want to try to tastefully talk about him on a documentary or share a story. And then you get rich off of the pain that you caused him. Oh, this is what I went through. And now that I'm 50 years old, I see how much he loved me and how much he really cared. And it just brings a tear to my eye. I think of him and I know he's watching over me and my daughter, Jayla. And foolishness, 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 foolishness. The storms that they cause. And then when it gets out of control, and they can't handle it, they back away. They leave. They get the heck out of Dodge. It's you that's the problem. You're doing it. Pushing a man around. Because you know that it's frowned upon for him to come back at you. But there's a lot of dudes. Hey man, my wife did that to me. My girlfriend did that to me. Supposed to have a platonic friend, she kept on using me for dates and dinners. And then when I tried to push the conversation further, she would always say, "Oh, I really don't see us going that direction." Okay, if you don't see us going that direction, and we homies, right? You pay for the next meal. Oh, well, you know, my daddy told me never to pay for a guy, so you got it. I'm gonna hook you up with some of my girls, though. I don't want you or your girls, because she might be like you and try to take all my money. I think I'm okay with that. I appreciate it. Hey, and by the way, lose my number. Don't call me. Don't snap me. Don't DM me. Don't do nothing. We're not friends anymore. With friends like this, who needs enemies? Nobody. These modern women can be both your friend and enemy in the same breath. Talking in your face, kikiing and ha-haing, but then in the next thing, stabbing you in the back. That's why men prefer to stay single, to be honest with you. Because they see all this laughing and ha-ha, and y'all do it, y'all friends, and y'all be doing that. But then y'all come home, ooh, let me tell you what Cheryl did. Ooh, I mean, I go out there and I hang out with her, but we're all sick of her. I mean, Mackenzie, she just need to get up out of our face. We can't stand her. And I know at some point in time, you're going to be doing me like that. Because that's the way your attitude works. It's one thing to vent, and it's one thing to have a problem every so often. But when you're always wrapped up in drama like a lot of these modern women are, that's the way you do business. That's the way that you live. And when a man wants to distance himself from that, then all of a sudden he's insecure. He's not emotionally available. He's emotionally unintelligent. And he doesn't know how to communicate. You guys are a real piece of work, I'll tell you that. Y'all talk this stupid online, sitting out in the backyard talking crazy off of a brick house that a man didn't build, talking about why would I get with a man? If I could, I would get with a woman. Go on over there. Do what you need to do. You'll be back. Don't worry about it.
A college friend told me I was asking for too much in a potential partner. I'm going to let y'all be the judge. So I am Leslie. I am a 31-year-old single Black woman in North Alabama. I have my bachelor's degree and my master's degree. I don't have any kids. I have my own everything. Just to throw that out there. I'm going to run down my main non-negotiables and y'all can be the judge. My first non-negotiable, I don't want a man with any children. I don't have any children myself. I don't know if I want that type of life. I need a partner that is on that same level. Second, so I have my salary position and I also have different side gigs that I do. I like to spend money. I like nice things. I like to travel. I need a man that likes those things as well. That's a non-negotiable. I need a man that is educated or knowledgeable enough to have certain conversations with me regarding culture, race, history, those type of things. I also need a man that's kind. And I also need a man that spiritually we're on the same page. I also like fine men. So essentially, I am needing a fine, tall Black man between the ages of maybe 28 to 42, maybe at the least. No kids, educated, like the male me. Am I asking for too much?
Well, you're already describing to us what pretty much every woman wants. And this doesn't matter if you're a white girl, Black, Hispanic, Asian. A lot of women want somebody that's tall, dark, and handsome. Now, obviously, there's preferences, but tall, dark, and handsome is a thing because a lot of women want that. That's what they want. So automatically, you're putting yourself in a class with a lot of competition. Then you're talking about, I have a lot of side hustles, a lot of side gigs. Okay, so strong and independent boss babe. I need a man to match my level of energy. He's got to be doing what I'm doing, that sort of thing. If not, then I can't respect him, that sort of thing. That's a very limited perspective. That's saying that you think that you know everything. Well, I didn't say that, but by you saying, well, he's got to do what I do because I do this, and this, so he's got to be doing that. Maybe you, as an entrepreneur, need somebody steady. I need somebody to push me. You know, you only have one CEO, and that's the one casting vision in the house. Well, that's the one casting vision a lot of times, saying what the direction of the company is. Guess where he gets that information from? The underlings, as y'all like to call it. The people that work 9 to 5s. The people that got to come up and do the analysis, that they pay a little money or a lot of money to do the analysis. That's where he's getting his support from. So you need somebody in your life, or you could need somebody that may not be as quote unquote ambitious and want to start 10,000 businesses. You might need somebody to be sitting right there, steady and stable, keeping the lights on while you go build a business, while you go do this, while one fails and then one raises up. I've got somebody slow and steady. Rent's always going to get paid on time. I don't got to worry about that. Food's always going to be on the table. Lights already going to be on. I ain't got to worry about that because it's always steady. Now, the overage and the money that we need to go on vacations and trips of that nature, I got that. You talking about I need a man that likes to go travel and do this, this, and this. No, you don't. Traveling is not a necessity. That's where you guys keep on getting things mixed up. Now, you don't want to stay at the house all the time and do nothing. But the fact that you're disqualifying people based on the fact that they don't like to go to Asia or the Dominican Republic every single week is crazy work. You're not going to find a man that's able to do that. Or let me say your odds are very, very limited. Now, if you're saying, I would like a man to go to church, I would like a man of God, that gets more in term, that relates more to who you are as a person, your values, your beliefs. That's a lot more important because now you're saying this is the person that when we have late night conversations, we're trying to figure out how we raise a child. We're trying to figure out how we move in the world, how we're going to proceed forward. You're not going to be worried about a vacation over here to some faraway land that's nice. If y'all can't get on the same page, the last thing that you're going to think about is a vacation because y'all arguing all the time. I don't want to go nowhere with you because we don't agree on X, Y, Z. Right? Does that make sense? So I think a lot of women are short-sighted. They're very, very short-sighted in what they actually need. And it's going to be another 5-10 years. It's going to be another 5 because she already talking about right here. They say I'm asking for too much. I say they're asking me to settle for too little. What do y'all think? You're already starting this conversation, and it never ceases to amaze me or any other men that y'all try to have these think pieces, or y'all try to come at it from a different angle. Men see you coming from a mile away, and of course, people in the comments saying, "I've been told I've been asking for too much because I want somebody who plans and pays for dates." Right, but are you going to pay for anything? Another guy says, "Not too much at all," or excuse me, a woman. I'm sorry. A woman, another woman, it's not too much at all. That's 2 right there. Another woman says, this is reasonable. You're not asking for too much. Somebody said, MLK once said, I had a dream. Billy Ocean said, get out of my dreams, into my car. Dreams by Fleetwood Mac is one of my most played songs ever. Even Nas had street dreams. And that's exactly what they are. Dreams. I'm not saying that they're not attainable at some point in time during your relationship, but this is what you're looking at off the bat. Like Kevin Samuel said, y'all sit up here at the finish line and y'all want to pick the winners. Once again, the winners, once they cross that finish line, how many news reporters do you see in their face? A lot of them. You might have this one newscast that's trying to get away from the noise and goes and interviews even second place, even third place, right? Hey, we got the third place winner and you got a pretty good story. But mostly everybody wants to interview first place. And so y'all run into first place is what y'all are doing. And then when you don't get an interview and you don't get the soundbite that you needed for your newscast or your show that night, now the boss is breathing down your neck saying, why didn't you get that soundbite? Well, it was impossible because everybody was centered around and I really couldn't put my mic and I could have da-da-da-da and this and that. Early bird gets the worm. You had to have been there. You got to be aggressive. You got to be vicious trying to get to that number one, that winner, the first place winner. You got to be able and willing to do things that no other reporter is going to do to get that story. And sometimes you're out there embarrassing yourself. So guess what you can do? In order to get your job done, you might take a soundbite from number 1, right? Whatever you can get. But then you might also go to number 3 and say, hey, I want to interview you. Hey, we've got the winner. He came in first place out of, and you really play the story up. He came in fifth place out of 300, or he came in fifth place. He came in top 5 out of 20. That's a pretty good accomplishment. Tell us how you did it. And that's going to be a great story. 5 out of 20 ain't bad. Phew, I don't even think I would have qualified. That's what most people at home will say. I'm not even in the race. What can I say? I can't even talk. And you got a good story. But it's the way you spin it, and it's the way that you sell it. That's what you do with your relationship. You find somebody that's going to be able to give you what you need. I need a good story. And then you say, now how can I make this work? Well, he ain't first place, so I guess he ain't nothing. No, he still came in fifth place out of 100. He did pretty good. This guy's going to be good enough for me. He don't got to come in first. I don't want first. I don't need first. I can have first in my own race. If he comes in fifth, he's always near the top. That's what I'm saying. He's always near the top. Fifth, sixth, even if he comes in 10th out of 100, it's still good. That's what you're looking at. He's always near the top, slow and steady. Back to talking about if he goes to work 9 to 5, slow and steady. The light's gonna be on, rent gonna be paid, food gonna be in the fridge. You might not be eating steak and potatoes every single night, but while you trying to get first and while you trying to run your race all the way to the top, all the way up to the top, he's gonna do it for you. You guys need to get out of your own way and stop listening to foolishness here in the comments and figure out how you can get you a man, a good man, and y'all can build together.